Hello, everybody. My name is Charles Harper, and this series of videos is really born out of a conversation that I had very recently with a friend of mine who is a musician at my church. And what I want to do in this series of videos is provide some context from the internet perspective on how you can promote your music, how you can sell your music, and how you can even earn some of the money that you'll need for studio fees and all these other things. Now, in this series, what I want to do is to help you to sell your original music. I also want to be able to help you to make money from your musical gift and talent. I wanted to help you, those of you who have a band or trying to get exposure, how to get exposure for your band. I want to help you to be able to get your band booked for more gigs, how to get money for your recording fees and studio time, provide you some solutions and strategies for there. Excuse me, how to increase the time you have to work on your music. Because I mean, yeah, I guess if you don't have to do other things in order to supplement your income, you've got more time to make your music what it can be. I also want to help you to figure out which of those services, and there are thousands of them for every conceivable thing for musicians online. And I want to kind of give you some insight from my perspective on how you can figure out which ones you should be using and which ones you should be trusting, and then how to create new probably non-traditional distribution channels for your music. And again, I mean, I just like in every other area, the internet has changed everything. Information has changed the way we consume music and all these other things. So you want to be looking at some more non-traditional methods of distributing your music and actually getting value out to the people and having them pay you for that value. Now, a few issues and disclaimers about this series. Now, this is based on my knowledge of internet marketing and promotion. So, in other words, I mean, I'm not a musician and I haven't done music. So, I have done internet marketing. And so, this is going to be from a different angle, but I think it's going to expand your horizons in terms of internet and what it can do for you and your music. Now, I don't know much about the law or copyright issues and current expert ideas. So, for goodness sake, please do not take any of what I'm saying as legal advice. If you have a lawyer, make sure that you have taken care of all those issues before you get into whether or not you want to do some of these strategies. Again, I want to kind of reiterate all this was really based on a conversation that I had with a friend of mine at church who I said I would do this series for them. And so I'm hoping that this will help them. And I'm really hoping that it'll help you too if you're listening in. Now, some of you who are on my mailing list or my subscriber list, you are online marketing consultants, and I realize that. And that you and that you work with small businesses. What I want you to do here is I want you to comment here, put your ideas in here, and we hope to really be able to make this a discussion and into something that'll really be helpful for everyone who's listening. And I want to say this for you, if you're listening and you're watching this video, I'm not setting you up in order to sell you a high price coaching program or a high price product. This is not what this is about. I'm going to put everything that I know into this and contextualize it for music. So you can listen in and you can not worry about those things. Just make sure that you take in the information, that you take action on the things that really will help you. Now, the other thing about this is I'm going to be showing you a lot about how to overcome some technical aspects of marketing online. So some of what I'm going to show you are going to be screen share videos. I'm going to show you how to go into these platforms, get things set up. So again, you don't have to be a techie, and even if you aren't a techie, you'll be able to follow some of my videos step by step in order to get you over those humps. So don't worry about those things. And now, some of what I will show you will be different things that I've learned about online marketing, and these can be applicable to my friends who are not musicians. So I know some of you are listening. One person in particular, I know that you're a filmmaker. I know another one of you, you actually have art and paintings. These things I'm going to be discussing are going to be relevant to you too. So listen in and then take the ideas and use them in your own context. Now, here are the problems as I understand them. And again, what I want you to do at the bottom of this video, wherever you're watching this, is to comment in here and let me know, at least at this point, if I am outlining all of the problems. These are the problems that this series I'm going to be addressing. Now, if there are other problems that I don't understand, write them in here so that I can propose maybe some of the things that I know that might help you to overcome those problems. None Having cash flow to cover studio fees and travel and recording fees and having inventory. So I know I know that's a problem. I know that's a struggle, being able to have that inventory and being able to get into the studio. So I wanted to give you some strategies on how you can be generating cash on a continual basis and how you can have that cash ready when you need it. Also being able to earn an income while you build your audience. So in other words, you're an up and coming audience and you don't quite have the following yet, don't really have people really into your music, and you're not really at that point where people are going to just pay for it without stealing it or without taking it to another medium or sharing it, whatever the case. I want to help you to generate some other forms of income related to your music while you build your audience. The other thing is building that audience to buy your music. So in other words, how do you bring an audience along? How do you train them and get them ready to buy your music? We'll be talking about that in this video series. And then just flat out, one of the problems is I know that getting more attention is an issue. So when you're starting out in anything, right? How do you get people to know about what it is that you do? And then how to build into a routine so that your income is coming in on a regular basis. So you're not depending on, let's say, a big gig, you're not depending on a big launch, you're not depending on a big hit, that you really have this base of income that's really steady, that's coming in from these activities, that's coming in passively, so that again you'll have that money to cover those fees and all the other things while you really are working on your music and making it better. And then not being dependent, and this is all related, right? So one of the things I know that's a struggle, some musicians are dependent on one source of income. So in other words, something dries up or something happens, then it becomes a struggle. And so I want to help you, those of you who maybe have that struggle, to be able to put some of these things together so that again, you will not necessarily have to be dependent on any one way that you make income with your money, with your music. And then I see a ton of these catch-all sites and place where you can promote yourself and places where in databases and places where you can be. And I know that new ones come up every day, and so it's just like any other venue. You really don't know which one to trust. And if you put your band or your name in all of them, before you know it, you will have run up hundreds and sometimes even thousands of dollars of fees on a monthly basis, and you're not necessarily always getting any return on that money. You're just there advertising so that you want to be present, you want to be visible. So how do you know which ones to trust? How do you know which ones are going to be right for you and your band? And then finally, I know some of you who are listening, you are consultants. You want to help your customers who are musicians, artists, and band. You want to know, you want to be able to help them figure out what to sell and how to sell it. And that is what I want to address in this series. And so what I hope that you'll do is to tune in for all of the videos and then to comment and then write in what you think what some of the answers are. And again, if I'm missing anything, I'm more than happy to reconstruct what it is I do. But I've got a series of videos that I think is going to be helpful for those of you who are in the music industry. And hopefully for some of you, this will kind of free you up to do more of the music and contribute to society in the giftedness that you have. Okay, so with that, thanks. This has been an introductory video, and I look forward to meeting with you over the course of however long this video series goes. Thanks, and have a great day.